Hi, so I want to talk about patterns. I'm not talking about quilt patterns. I am talking about the patterns we speak. Now, what does that mean? So, I'm going to tell you a story. I recently had this happen. So, I was telling people what my boundaries were, and they were telling me to be flexible. Now, that's code with, they were telling everyone, we need you to be flexible with us. That's code with, we need you to do what we want you to do. And I told them, well, these are my boundaries. Well, they pushed my boundaries, and I came back with, I'm not going to be able to do that with you or do that for you. And they came back with an email of, we were shocked by this. I started laughing and I thought, I've been telling you all along what my boundaries are. You haven't been listening. You see, people will always tell you who they are and what they need. There's a Bible verse that says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. What that means is what's in your heart, you speak. And you may go, Nicole, people speak in code all the time. Well, here's the thing. If you know the code to the safety deposit box, you're going to know what's in that safety deposit box. You see, there are patterns to what people speak constantly. And if you are listening, you will know those patterns. And they're not that hard to decipher. Because people are always telling you, even if it's not direct, they're always telling you. It's slowing down to listen. I watched a pattern today that someone has been doing their whole life, but they did it in an extreme today. I watched someone where the situation was supposed to be about someone else, turned it into being about themselves, and they took 6 opportunities to do so, where it turned out where everyone else had to fight for it to be about them. And then other people were left out because of it. And I watched that pattern, and I'd seen that pattern for years, and I thought, I'm not going to participate with them any longer because this is a pattern that continues. And I cannot be in relationships with people who are 99% them and 1% me. That's toxicity. But I watched that. I watched them act that way again. And then watched what happens when they act that way. And it was a situation where I had to be in, things like that happen sometimes. This is one of the last situations that will ever happen that way. I watched that. I watched another person with a pattern talk about a connection they had. And they were the only one who brought up that connection, and it confirmed everything that I knew what was going on. You see, people are always telling you who they are and what they need. The problem is we aren't taught how to listen. We aren't taught how to listen to the fracturing. We aren't taught how to listen to the brokenness. We aren't taught how to acknowledge it and heal it. And many times what will happen is someone will get so bitter and so frustrated and so angry that they'll lash out that they won't give you the chance to give that an opportunity. Or they'll make a judgment on you and base judgments on what other people have said, so they don't give you that opportunity to show something different. And so someone else will do something, and now you're stuck. And so you can't rectify it because of that person, what's in that person's mind. And they have to deal with that. And you watch. But you don't have to participate with it. You don't have to be the one. See, this is one of the reasons why I'm writing this Dark Personalities book, is so that people understand how to protect themselves, how to not get lost in the patterns, how to learn how to listen. So if you'd like more information on this, I highly suggest you reach out. Because again, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. What's in our heart, we're always going to speak. And it's learning what the code is. that's going to unlock it so that we know. So on that note, I'll speak to you next time.